Yes, sir, ski. Yo, it's the kid. It's NoKapCole. So go ahead. Look, y'all seen the title of this video. Basically, what I'm gonna do is talk about it, and I'm gonna explain my opinion and stuff on it. This is my opinion. Y'all can say it's incorrect, blah blah blah. I'm just giving y'all my opinion because I feel y'all asked for it. So, and if y'all notice right now, I'm walking around doing it for two things. One, trying to change up the scenery instead of just giving y'all, you know, whatever is behind me at the crib or whatever. And then the second reason why is I'm trying to get used to recording in front of people. Like, I can see why I can make TikToks because I can do that all on my phone. Like, to me, it was just Instagram stories. Like, I'm just recording for Instagram. But YouTube, like, I got a whole camera, tripod. I'm looking at people across the street or drive past me on the street. So I'm trying to get used to it. But I'm about to go ahead and get into this video, man. So first things first, somebody did ask me this question, and I wrote down like notes so I don't get too off topic. I'm gonna try to stay on this topic. Now, sneaker reselling dying. Yes, bro, it is. It's actually dying. You see, I'm saying that with a smile on my face, but it's dying. Now, there are ways to get around that. Now, why is it dying? I mean, the whole world is in like a recession right now, so it's not just one reason of why sneaker reselling is dying. It's multiple reasons. So if we're saturated with people who want to sell, people are in a war right now. Like, it's multiple reasons. But my bad, we're getting off topic again. Now, basically I was gonna explain the price, why I think prices of sneakers are dropping. And basically what I want to tell you guys is that if you just started recently, like let's say you just started, right? This is a bad time to start. Hope y'all can hear me over this 18-wheeler. But it's a bad time to start. But this period right here are going to weed out a lot of the people who are not really into selling sneakers like that. So people like, I don't want to say like, yo, like me, blah, 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 but people like me who are going to sell sneakers with or without a recession, this is for people who actually enjoy selling sneakers, who love the business, blah, blah, blah. They're going to benefit from this period because it's going to weed out a lot of other resellers, you know, who just don't think it's worth their time. They don't think it's as profitable, blah, blah, blah. So I would highly suggest y'all, do not, you know, just quit right now. Do not just quit right now just because we're in a recession. This is where your time to shine is right now. If you can blow your business up during a recession, you're doing the right thing. Okay, now the next thing we're about to talk about, I'm literally waiting across the street at the same time. So I'm gonna give y'all some tips during inflation, like some tips y'all can do while inflation in this recession with sneaker reselling. So one of the things and I'm gonna explain why I'm saying this, I know it's gonna sound shocking, but don't have your prices at market. Now, this is going to be in like two ways. Like, don't tax people and then tax people in the reselling market ways. That's the only way I could explain it to where some resellers would get it. But y'all want to start branching out to people who are outside the sneaker market. Like, sneaker reselling, other resellers should not be your target audience to sell. Like, I'm telling you guys this personally. You want to try to have other people who aren't, you know, into sneaker reselling sell them shoes. Those are the people, at the end of the day, those are the people who blew up sneaker reselling, the people who just genuinely love sneakers. Not the people who wanted to sell them, the people who actually just liked them. That's why the prices were so much. I'm low-key and tired during this walk. Second thing, and then again for this market prices. So what I mean by that is that don't just, now let's say you got a shoe, right? And let's say market is 300. You could throw some people in steel at 280, 290, right? Now, if you do that, you're gonna get new customers, other engagement, stuff like that, you know, on your brand, on your page. I don't know where you guys sell on, but for your brand in general. And another thing that goes for is that, now let's say you have some dunks, right? Say the Chicago 75th anniversary, they don't really go for much right now. Now, generally speaking, to somebody who is just buying a sneaker, not looking at market or nothing like that, 150 for some dunks is not that bad. Now, obviously, y'all know market's like 100, something like that. But again, if you have your prices more at realistic versus market prices, you can win so much harder, bro. I'm telling you. You don't want to treat sneakers like stocks, because at that point you may as well just be buying and trading stocks if you're selling stuff for market prices. People are into sneakers, not everybody's into sneakers to sell for market prices. It's a great idea, you know what I'm saying? You can get what they're worth, but to benefit, and also during this inflation, you want to have your prices not according to market, which means some steals, some might be taxed, but you want to have it at very realistic customer prices. You want to try to attack a whole different customer range if, you know what I'm saying, if your clientele is mostly resellers. Next on the list, what we got? Basically say, yeah, this will, like I told you guys again, I'll tell you guys again, this will have like your customers thinking, like, oh my gosh, you know, they posted a steal, $280, that's not that bad. They see some dunks on your page, $150, that's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Other people might swipe and be like, oh, you're taxing, blah, blah, blah. But you gotta understand, you wanna attack the real sneaker target audience. There's the people who genuinely love sneakers, not the people who care what they go for and etc., who don't even wear sneakers themselves. You wanna go for the sneaker target audience. Another thing, wanna form relationships outside of the sneaker market. Now, obviously, forming sneakers in the sneaker market can definitely benefit you. I'm telling you guys to do that. But you want to form some outside, just because, again, it's a great target audience outside of resellers. Like, you have people who just want shoes. You have people, you know, some people, I'm not going to say, go ahead, get, you know, drug dealer clientele, but they pay well. Like, realistically speaking, they pay well because they're making their money illegally, and they want to spend it and look fresh. So they may as well. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just giving you an example of why you want to form more. Those people will spin back, keep buying. They don't have to sell drugs. They can have money legally too, but keep buying. Because, you know, you're somebody, you will be the only person to them that knows something about sneakers. That makes sense. Or knows something like you that sells sneakers. I should put it like that. Next, this question was asked by somebody. And it ties to the former relationships. Should you work with stores and resellers? During inflation, I honestly wouldn't recommend it. Because stores gotta make their money. They gotta make their money at the end of the day. So you can only, and they also, you know, they might only be paying a certain amount on a certain shoe. You know what I'm saying? So you probably get more money from me than a sneaker store, you know, buying. But again, you know, they a store, so they have to make, you know, their revenue for the rent place, 12 outside, for the rent place that, you know, they rent it out. So, I don't know what's going on. But, let's do the next one. But yeah, basically I was saying, don't try to have your clientele just be resellers. Have it be more people outside of just resellers. The next question, or thing I wanted to touch on is, realistically, if you can't buy, so this goes for the stores question. Now, to work with stores, if you can buy something, and you can, boy, I think they about to arrest somebody right now. But if you can buy something from a store and make profit, hold on. I'm getting off topic. This is a whole light pole that's just underground. Atlanta wild. But if you can buy something from a store and make money and make your margin, go ahead, do it. Like, I'm not telling you not to. I just don't think most stores are going to be thinking on that level, because they have to pay rent for where they're staying at. So they have to make their money. So I understand, you know, from the store point of view. And it's hard for a reseller to do that with a store, because you can make more money with your own brand than versus just selling to a sneaker store. The next thing, different ways to get customers. And this person also asked me how to get repeating clients. Basically, speak up, man. Speak up. Use your voice. And tell others, you know, again, like, who aren't in sneaker resale. I'm literally holding the camera. This is crazy in front of people. But you want to just widen out, like, literally, if you just talk to somebody. I'm walking on the road, so I really can't just tell somebody, yo, I sell sneakers. But just, you know, just be more open to network with others. I tell you to start going to, like, events. I wouldn't say go to clubs and parties, but I tell you, go to some events where people just want to look fresh, like, look good. So you can market yourself like, yo, throw some, you know, 5 Jordans. I sell Jordans too. If you ever looking to buy some, you know, they not gonna, those are the people who probably buy off an app or something like that. You wanna gain that target audience, is the people who are already buying off that app. I know we got something else to touch on. Hey, you'll see I'm doing a good little walk, man. I'm getting some good energy. Okay, so now another thing to help fight this inflation during the, or help fight the sneaker market during inflation, whichever way I should say it, is get into the used market. Now, I know a lot of people, even myself, are buying more DS than used because DS was just selling so much. Now, the one thing about the used market is that you can pay less than retail for the shoe or get it for a steal. So I would highly advise you guys to start getting into the used market. I know y'all probably like, oh, I gotta get some Dunks, I gotta get some DS, blah, blah, blah. You get some used Jordan 1s, start out like that, bro. And you can sell those, make profit. Like, some people don't want much, you know, for sneakers that are used, or they're just trying to get rid of them. So as somebody who's selling shoes, as a reseller, as a sneaker plug, however you wanna, you know, brand yourself, you can get steals like that off people who are just trying to get rid of their shoes. And used shoes, the one thing with that is that because they're used, you can offer whatever you really want or offer close to what you would want. And you can charge pretty good depending on the condition. You can always clean used shoes. That's the one thing about it. You can always clean used shoes. So you can get some used shoes, clean them up. Now, once you couldn't make them look brand new. Well, you could. I could. Back in the day, I used to clean shoes like that, but clean them up and, like, you know, charge more. So it's not that bad. And then you can go ahead and buy like a $10 or like $12 of a sneaker cleaning product and clean it up. Or just go to the mall, wear the used shoes you got, and go to those shoe people and be like, yo, I need my shoes cleaning and spin back. Bro, it's literally a FedEx freight train, or I said train, but 8-wheeler, 4-wheeler. It's a big car to just be going having 4 wheels. But yeah, basically stuff like that. Appreciate you. Just tap into the used market. I highly would advise. Jordan 4 sell good. Jordan 1 sell good. 11 sell good. 12 sell good. 7 sometimes sell good. 5s, 3s, basically 1 through 5 for sure. Price and depending on the 6s. Let's see, I want to touch back on one more thing. Now, for people who are, you know, trying to get retail, like, and you know, they're just, I won't say ignoring what I said, but you just love DS. You in the loop, you know what I'm saying, every day. This is how you can help fight, you know, the inflation for the sneaker market. If you don't have a credit card, I would highly advise you, go get a credit card. A good one that has good cash back, you know, for just good shopping, or even the Delta SkyMiles card, because that way you can get cash back and points towards, you know, free flights and stuff like that. You might have to fly out for the loot. But highly suggest you guys to get credit cards because you can use cash back at a lot of the stores you're shopping at for sneakers. I'd be surprised at how much cash back I'm getting on sneakers that I'm buying just off the loop. Like, it's actually ridiculous sometimes. But again, I'm buying a lot of sneakers with credit cards so I can get cash back. That way you pay less than retail for the shoe initially, or it helps knock a little bit off the price. Like, for example, now, y'all know Air Forces are 110 right now, $110 retail. They used to be $90 retail. Certain stores over here, after taxes, be $98.01. Now, with taxes now, I'm almost paying $120 per Air Force One, having to try to sell it for $150, $160. I'm about to have to put my price at $160 because they raised the price $20. Like, I could do when it was at $100, and then I could use my cash back and stuff like that, but $119 after taxes, that's kind of tough. But now when I use cash back, I pay about, you know, $112 for the force after tax, which isn't bad because before tax is like $110. Those that live in states that don't have tax, got lucky. But yeah, those are just a few tips I just wanted to lay on y'all. I will make some other videos like this. I did get, you know, some recommendations from you guys when I reached out and asked, and I'm happy y'all did. So I'll be making some more videos like this. But again, like, don't get discouraged with the sneaker market how it is right now. At the end of the day, what you want to do, you don't want to base it off what you're seeing over on the apps and blah blah blah, because sneakers goes way deeper than that stuff, bro. Like, y'all, there's before StockX, before GOAT, I can personally speak, I was selling sneakers with like no app or nothing. Like, the only thing I knew how to like try and price a shoe for was like I wouldn't even say eBay. It was Flight Club. Honestly, that was it. Back then, I would just use Flight Club. You know what I'm saying? Try and come up with a decent price. And again, when I tell y'all about not taxing, decent prices is what I meant. Not taxing or giving somebody like a complete steal, which those will help. But, well, I did mean that. But also just have decent prices in general. Like, if you have, let's say, some Jordan 1s coming out, now you know market's gonna be like 200, right? But your prices have been decent. And you've been giving people, not giving people like undervalued sneakers and stuff like that. You could charge probably like, let's say, I'm just giving you an example, like $220 for some Jordan 1 pre-orders, right? When they go for $200, yo, people gonna shop because they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, his price is not bad. $220 for some Jordan 1s, that's not bad. That's not bad. To the people who are not like selling sneakers, that's not bad to buy like some Jordan 1s. Jordan 1s, like when you think of the Jordan 1, like the shoe, thinking about 300, you know, something like that, just because it's that style shoe. But yeah, y'all, I just had to get y'all a quick little, some bars, you know what I'm saying? I can't rap. Y'all will never see an album out of me ever. But it's the end of this video. We'll be making some more. I told y'all I'm on the YouTube. But appreciate y'all. I'm tapping out. Hey, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Like, please subscribe. Y'all been subscribing, I ain't gonna lie.